Welcome to Sports Corner with Ralph Williams and Smokin' Jim Frazier. And now here's your host, Ralph Williams and Smokin' Jim Frazier.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villain Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla, Grosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and MM The nightly podcasts are HILES Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, the Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports, Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, the Michigan Truth Sports Podcast, Off the Rails, NFC Northeast, Power Hours, and Detroit Lions News. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hope you like all the shows.
Yeah, we got some hot town. We got some hot town in the summer in the city. That's right. We're in the city. We're in the city of Berlin, Maryland here, and we're in Studio 10 and Studio 10 in Berlin, Maryland. And what a beautiful day it is today. I am Ralph Williams. This is the Sports Corner show with me, Ralph Williams, Smokin' Jim Frazier. And today we have a special guest that's going to be joining us today, as well as at 4:30, we also have Noah House will be joining us from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette to talk with us about the Pittsburgh Pirates. And, also don't forget about my crusade here. And I want to show you this right here because a lot of people have been commenting on it. They said they like my crusade. If I can find it, the darn thing, here it goes. No, we're going to talk about that later. There it is. Sell the team. That's right, Bob Nutting. Sell the team. There it is. And I got the banner for it as well. All right, Smokin' Jim Frazier. How are you, Smokin' Jim? Welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm doing great. Ready for this one, bro.
All right. Yes, indeed. We got a lot to talk about today. Pirates, Steelers, Pitt Panther football's coming up. And then we'll talk about the Pirates around 4:30 with Noah House. All right. Let's welcome my good friend Pensman Sports. Pensman, welcome to the show for a rare appearance today, huh? How are you?
I'm good. I just thought that since I'm off today, I figured I'll get on and be a participant of the show.
You're always welcome here, you know. All right, let me see here. We got let's open up the comment section.
I appreciate your comments, Josh. They're really warming.
Where's Leo? Well, Leo's not part of this program. Leo sometimes comes on here as a guest, but Leo will be back. He'll be back on Saturday. So, there we are. Oh, actually, yeah, he'll be back on Saturday. His camps are over with, and he'll be back. So don't worry. You don't have to worry about Leo. So Leo's Leo. All right. We also are broadcasting live today on Pensman's sports page on YouTube, and also we're on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and also on the Kick Network as well, Huddle Sports Network on Roku as well. Josh Dorr, thank you for all your comments. Much appreciated. All right.
Yes, very much appreciated. Tell me I'm the worst. I appreciate that. That just puts fuel to the fire. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate everyone.
Yeah, Josh, I, in case you're not aware, I do have cataracts in both my eyes. So I'm having issues with my eyes. Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. All right. Okay, Smokin' Jim Frazier and I, Pensman, we usually do our rants. So I'm going to start off with my rant. Smokin' Jim has a wisdom. And then you can do a little rant before we get started here. All right. And also don't forget, coming up later on, or coming up today, we have the fake Mike Tomlin press conference. That's coming up as well. All right. So let me get started with my rant here today. if everyone thought in the thought process, and we know how Pittsburgh sports fans are with their thought process, that the Pittsburgh Pirates were actually going to do something after the All-Star break. Well, the trade deadline is come and gone. We got rid of Key Brian Hayes. We got rid of, a few other people. We got rid of Betnar. We got rid of all these guys. Okay. And now all of a sudden okay, everyone's all, oh, what are we going to do? Oh, what are we going to do? You know what the Pirates are going to do? Absolutely nothing. That is what the Pirates are going to do. The Pirates have no chance this year of doing anything more than what they're doing now, and that's the roller coaster ride. They're actually following the Pittsburgh Penguins. You know how the Penguins always have this where they win 8 games and lose 10 games and win 8 games and lose 5 games, and it's a roller coaster season. It's been like that for a while now. All right, but without Mike Sullivan, we'll see. But the Pirates again, here we are, the trade deadline, and they make the most ridiculous trades of them all. Ben Cherington should be fired. He should have went along with Derek Shelton, but it didn't happen that way. But anyway, that's my rant for today. Smoking Jim's wisdom.
Hey, great job, bro.
Thank you.
John New Smith is having a great camp. Deshaun Elliott, Patrick Queen. These guys are feisty. They're fighting. They're getting after it. They're physical. It's a shame that all 3 of them come from other teams where they're much more physical. Look here, man. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it again. Pittsburgh Steelers' #1 goal should not be the Super Bowl, should not be the playoffs, should not be a winning season. It should be knocking Derrick Henry out of the game. Look here, this guy, the Baltimore Ravens, had a field day running the football on the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3 games last year. If the Steelers make the playoffs again this year, they'll probably face the Ravens again. In that first game of the season, it should be 7 guys on Derrick Henry every time. How you get a running back out of the game is when you play action fake to him. It should be 7 guys hitting him. I don't care if Lamar Jackson throws 6 touchdown passes. When you play action fake to Derrick Henry, should be 7 guys on him, 7 guys putting him on his back. Every time he gets the football, you should be putting him on his back. You were embarrassed. The Pittsburgh Steelers always have pride in their defense. Right now, they're the highest paid defense in the history of the National Football League, and it's time to show up. Your first #1 goal should be to stop Derrick Henry.
All right, Smoking Jim's wisdom. Great job, Smoking Jim. Pensman, what do you have to offer us today for an opening statement? Go ahead.
The Yankees are 25-46 since the All-Star game. He was on, if you don't know the channel, it's called Talking Yanks on there. Aaron Boone was on there. He said, we need to get going. We need to get the ship sailed right. We need to get going. You said that 5 times in 3 minutes. Why don't you just stop saying it and keep going and get the ship sailed right and keep going? That's my rant.
All right, very good. And as you know, Pensman is he covers a lot of the New York Yankees stuff as well, and also Pittsburgh sports, along with myself and Smoking Jim Frazier as well. All right, today we are in the Mata Heating and Air Conditioning Studio, 724-2010-500. Mata Heating and Air Conditioning. Call Mata today and get your air conditioning fixed, get UV lighting to keep the thieves away from your house. And I got to tell you, Mata's the place to call, 724-2010-500, Mata Heating and Air Conditioning. And also, we are sponsored by Mike Dotson Realty, Ocean City, Maryland, area code 410-596-1681. Call Mike Dotson today if you're interested in any kind of real estate, or if you're interested in a rental or a short-term rental, call Mike Dotson today. That number again, 410-596-1681. Anytime you call any of these businesses that I promote here or advertise here, please tell them Ralph Williams sent you. All right. And this segment of the coming up is brought to you by Farmers Insurance and Bristol West Insurance, and that is with Robin Campbell. Call Robin today at 412-366-3399, Robin Campbell Insurance. All right, coming up, guys, we are going to have the fake Mike Tomlin press conference. So get your questions ready, guys, for the fake Mike Tomlin press conference coming up. All right, I'm going to take your questions today. We're here at training camp here in Latrobe, and I think training camp has gone pretty good, man. And man, you know, we're really practicing hard, and we're really doing things here. And right now we have a few injuries to talk about. I'll get into those later, but right now I'll take your questions, and we'll start with the gentleman here with the headset there, right there. The gentleman with the headset, you're first. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. How about the gentleman there with the Kango hat there? Go ahead. You're next.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Tomlin. I tell you what, man, you've had two guys in the rookie class of 2024 that didn't play at all last year. So you're getting Patanu and Roman Wilson back. How have they been doing in this training camp?
Both have done well, man. You know, we really, man, those are guys who have really performed well, and they're coming along. Roman Wilson, on the other hand, he's been catching some balls. He might be short, but he's got just a lot, you know, bring the lunch pail. And, you know, he's been doing pretty good. And we've been in a lot, he's been working in the laboratory, we're trying to get the game plan together and working with the offensive system. You know, he hasn't really contributed much in the last couple of years because of injuries, but I believe he'll be okay with that. The gentleman there with the headset, one more time. Did you get your headset adjusted? There you go, right there.
Yeah, I'm good. So my question is how you feel about Aaron Rodgers coming in? Is he going to be like another Ben Roethlisberger?
Oh, yeah. I believe we're going to go to the Super Bowl this year. I think we have the talent. I think we have the skill. And I think if we practice hard, I believe that we can really, you know, go to the Super Bowl, man. And, you know, we got a bunch of guys who really, you know, are performing quite well here in practice right now. But right now it's just practice, see. We need to get out there and get some game time in. And this week we're playing Jacksonville. They have a very good coach in Liam Cohen. He's going to be one of the best in the world as far as an NFL coach goes. And Trevor Lawrence, you know, you can't deny his talents. And, you know, we have to stop him. And, you know, to win, we're looking at rookies and draft picks and things like that. The guy with the Kango hat, once again, he has another question. Go ahead.
I tell you what, Coach, it looks like you got a pretty decent backfield where you got a rotation of three back, Gainwell, Johnson, and Jalen Warren. So far, have you been satisfied with your running game?
Oh, yeah. The running game has been really good there, man. And, man, you know, we really have, you know, some three great guys who are really contributing to the running game. And I think Caleb Johnson is a special kind of guy that we drafted, you know, to come in and be that running back. And I believe Jalen Warren can carry the load, and we're going to be doing well. Gainwell will contribute. So, all right, guys, thank you. All right, that was the fake Mike Tomlin press conference we have here every week. We usually start it during the Steelers season, around the end of the season. So that was the fake Mike Tomlin press conference. All right, guys, let's get started. Training camp. Let's start with you, Smokin' Jim. Your thoughts on training camp so far? What do you think this week? They play Jacksonville this Saturday. Liam Cohen's the new coach down there. What are your thoughts on this game?
Well, I think in the preseason, you really don't prep for the opponent. So the Pittsburgh Steelers have to be looking. Their goal right now should be to find the best 53 players on their roster. Now, they don't have 40 players that's NFL caliber. So it should be very easy getting down to 53.
Right.
But you really don't want to get rid of somebody. I tell you who's having an outstanding camp is Darnell Washington.
Oh, yes.
Darnell Washington is blocking. He's showing his athleticism in the passing game. It's just that it's only one football, and he's going to be the third tight end. So I think that Aaron Rodgers, man, the way the guy can just feather that football, man. Aaron Rodgers can throw off his back foot. He can lead. He can throw receivers open. But the disappointment, Ralph, is left tackle and Broderick Jones. What I would do is move
Yes.
Broderick back to right tackle where he was below average. And I would move Patano to left tackle where he played at Washington.
Right.
Listen, you can't get your quarterback killed. Broderick has been he's just been an absolute bust so far at left tackle. I think you're really gambling that he's going to come around by opening day of the season. So if I was Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm moving to right tackle where quarterback could see the rush coming, and I would not have Broderick Jones at left tackle protecting my quarterback's blind side.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I agree with you on that. And they're calling him now Bustrick Jones. That's been the word out there, and Bumrick. I've also heard Bumrick Jones. So there you go with that one. So all right, Pensman, your thoughts on training camp so far? What do you think? And Bumrick Jones.
I agree with Book and Jim what he said about moving him to the left to the right. That's why I was doing that to that because I was thinking the same thing. Because on the left side, he kept. If you guys watched the games last year, he kept holding only 35% of the snaps. So maybe the right side will teach him not to hold on so long. But Darnell Washington, he's having a big year, big training camp. Aaron Rodgers can find Darnell Washington. Alex Highsmith is hurt. Hopefully not that much. Hopefully it's not that long. So I don't know if you guys knew about Alex Highsmith being hurt. So he was.
Yes, we did.
So there was that fight that happened. I still can't remember who that was, but there was that big fight. Hopefully that adds fuel to the fire there.
Fire, right? Intensity.
So,
yes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens though. I like what I see at camp though. I've been watching the Pittsburgh Steelers videos, and I like what I see down there.
Yeah, I've been watching the training camp stuff on the NFL Network. They're going around to all the training camps, and so we'll see what happens. It looks like Kenny Pickett might be the starting quarterback, and for the Browns, it's looking that way at least from what I'm hearing. So we'll see what goes on there.
They just signed a new quarterback too.
Yeah, they did. They have 5 quarterbacks in camp now. So
yeah,
5.
They got Tyler Huntley now.
Yeah. Oh my. Wow. Tyler Huntley. Oh my. Oh yeah. That's great. Yeah, that would be more competition for him. Tyler Huntley's not a bad quarterback. He held the fort down for the Ravens when he was with them. He always held the fort down for him. So I mean,
they signed him because Gabriel's hurt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I did hear that. Yeah, I've been keeping track of our AFC North foes here a little bit.
Yeah,
at least trying to.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you heard or not, but that's why they signed Huntley.
Yeah. Well, Gabriel. He can win another year. I don't know. Smoking Jim's got some things about Gabriel there. So, but anyway, because Smoking Jim's the best at analyzing this stuff more than we are.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, all right, guys. We're going to be having Noah House come on shortly to talk about the Pirates. He'll be on in about 5 minutes. And Noah is here at PNC or in Pittsburgh at PNC Park. And, I wanted to let everyone know today they had a big dedication there at PNC Park. They put windows up in the bathrooms. And I want to let everyone know that because so you can, when you go to the game from now on, you can pee and see. You can pee and see. So I just want to let everyone know. Oh, by the way,
very key moment.
What's that?
Very key moment of that.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful. Watch that Skeens pitch, man.
That's right. That's right.
You're not watching it out that window in the bathroom. There you go. You can thank PNC for that. So, but anyway, also don't forget later on 5:00 p.m. we have the Wrestle Talk Show with me, Ralph Williams, Smokin' Jim Frazier, and our special guest today, Pensman Sports. And here it is right here. Lots to talk about. SummerSlam. WWE 2-night event. What's going on? I got some rumors. Some stories going around about some different, some different creative moves that are going on right now. Different things are being said. Also, TNA coming up with Slammiversary. I got something for you that you're going to really be amazed at. And Slammiversary will be worth the money for this match. And I'll tell you about it at Wrestle Talk at 5:00. Wait till you hear this match that TNA got set up there as well. and AEW news as well as and as always, we talk about WWE SummerSlam. Then Night of Champions is coming up next, and we're leading into Survivor Series. News on Roman Reigns, news on Jey Uso, and so and that kind of thing. So, or I'm sorry, on LA Knight, and after their injuries last night. So let me talk to you. All right. Let me talk to you. That's my man, though. I like him. But anyway, let's get back to some sports talk here. Let's indulge a little bit into Penn State football. Let's talk about Pitt for a minute here. Smoking Jim, what are your thoughts on Pitt for this year?
Well, Pitt is a middle of the road football team. They really need. They're like a NCAA basketball team that you hope you get a good group for 4 years, and in their senior year, they can come on and do maybe what Kenny Pickett did his senior year, and have a real good showing if you don't lose too many players to the portal. But hey, they got a couple decent quarterbacks that I think everybody want to see. They got one of the better running backs in the country. He's only 155 pounds, so if you can keep him healthy in the run and pass game, you got something there. I think they got some skilled position players. Narduzzi is a defensive coach, so I think you got to be optimistic a little bit about their defense. And they got the worst fan attendance in the history of big time college football. So you look for an empty Heinz Field again.
I got to tell you a little story. I used to work at Heinz Field. I was an usher. And the 1 year I was working there, we were still in the Big East, the Big Least, I call it. Okay. And we were playing South Florida, and everybody was scattered all over the stadium. So the TV came to our boss, the TV people, and they handed them tickets, and the boss handed them out to all of us and told us to give tickets and up to the people for the 6th level to come down and get tickets to sit down below to fill up the lower bowl so that they could eliminate the upper bowl, which would be empty. And they did it for the TV purposes. That's how bad it was for attendance at Heinz or at Acrisure Stadium. It's been like that for years. It was even like that when Pitt Stadium was around. Once the Steelers get started, everybody's tuned into that. Pitt's got to do a better job of marketing. They got to do a better job of their schedule. They got to do a better job all across the board. The whole enchilada has to change with Pitt in order for them to start drawing fans and getting people there for games. Pensman, real quick, we have Noah House getting ready to come up. Your thoughts on Pitt football?
Like Smoking Jim said, they got a lot of talent. Let's see what that quarterback can do. See if he has Kenny Pickett. Steelers, stay away from this senior Pittsburgh Steeler. You Pittsburgh Panther. You know how. I don't want another disaster. Just go with Texas or Ohio State. Just stay away from this. I don't want the senior near the Steelers. So
there you go.
But I think it's gonna be a good year. I think it's gonna be bowl eligible. I don't see them making the playoffs. It's tougher now to make playoffs, especially with their schedule. So we'll see how that goes out. And we'll see if that coach can save his job.
Exactly. Alan Green has already put the ultimatum out there that he's watching everybody, and them guys both are on eggshells, Narduzzi and Jeff Capel. All right, we have Noah House coming up here right now, who is our Pirate, who covers the Pirates for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and he's brought to you by Big Dog Auto on Buttermilk Hollow Road, West Mifflin, right by the Allegheny County Airport. Not the big airport out there in Findlay Township, the small airport called the Allegheny County Airport. And it's over there in West Mifflin. Big Dog Auto, 412-999-0121. Call Big Dog Auto today if you need anything done, brakes, oil change. He also does state inspection and a whole lot more. Give the Big Dog a call. Tires, if you need tires, he'll get you a good price on some tires. So go ahead over there, see Big Dog Auto over there on Buttermilk Hollow Road. Call today, 412-999-0121, the Big Dog Auto. All right, Noah Hiles. Noah, welcome to the program.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
How you doing,
Good. This
Noah?
is Noah Hiles from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Above your screen, Noah is Pensman Sports. He's a friend of mine. Joins me once in a while on some of my other shows. And, of course, we have on the phone here my co-host, Smokin' Jim Frazier. Say hello to Pensman and Smokin' Jim, Noah.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Good.
My man Noah, always good to hear you, bro.
Always good to hear you, Smoking Jim.
All right, Noah. Let's get the elephant in the room here to talk about the Pirate trades. What was the thought process going into these trades? Are they looking to just to keep on this rebuilding stuff, or what are they looking to do now for the rest of the season? Just get through it, more or less.
I mean, their claim is they're setting themselves up for a big offseason. They moved some money out of the organization with Bednar and Brian Hayes, get their contracts off the books. Even Bailey Falter to a certain extent. They opened up some spots in the starting rotation for some of the young pitchers to come up. And they added some depth in the farm system at the lower levels where potentially that could lead to them making some trades involving prospects at the higher levels this coming offseason. So I think their selling point to the fans was, hey, we're going to spend more money in free agency. We're going to add more payroll through trades, and we're going to be able to trade away some prospects for some established talent, aside from doing the opposite, which is trading away established talent for prospects. Those are the things they're selling. We'll see if it actually happens.
Well, you know something, Noah, and Pensman will ask you a question in a second here.
Yeah.
Noah, I'm not happy about the Key Bryant trade, Hayes trade, but I am happy in another perspective because he has a bad back and his bat's not very good. So I have to pay him all that money just for defensive skills, and then sometimes he can't play a lot because of that back problem. Let Cincinnati deal with it, and if we get some kind of players for him, reasonable players. I know we got that prospect catcher and some other stuff from them. So, I mean, Bailey Falter, he was a kind of a journeyman kind of pitcher anyway. So, but I didn't want to see him go. He was a scrapper, in the starting rotation. So, I mean, and I didn't really want to see him go. I'm glad they didn't get rid of Mitch Keller, that kind of thing. So, and at least you got Skeens and Keller still on the team, at least for right now. Pensman, you have a question for Noah? Go ahead.
Yeah, with all those trades, I saw an article that we saved $23 million. Is that true? That $23 million?
Around there, yeah. When you think about it, I mean, Hayes was going to be owed $8 million. Bednar was going to be owed around 9 to 10.
Okay.
And then they get rid of Falter, who was probably going to make around 4 next year. So, yeah, I mean, 2 of those guys are going into arbitration. So we don't know exactly what they're going to make, but it's roughly between Bednar and Falter, I would say between the 2 of them, they're probably going to make around 14. And Hayes was scheduled to make 8 next year. So be around 22. And they're going to clear up other cap too. Like, I don't anticipate Andrew Heaney being back. That's another $5 million. Yeah. Tommy Pham won't be back. $4 million. IKF won't be back. $7 more million there.
IKF was a hero last night, though. Man.
Yeah. They're probably going to trade Mitch Keller this offseason. That'll give them $15 more million to spend. So, I mean, you're looking at like more than half their payroll if they just spend what they get rid of in the next couple of months or what they've already done. You're looking at $60 million to spend, if not more. I mean, this is baseball. There's no salary cap, so you could always spend more than what you get rid of. I know the Pirates never do that, but I mean, they're setting themselves up to have a lot of money to spend in the offseason. Let's just see how it goes.
All right. Smokin' Jim, you have any questions for Noah? I didn't forget about you, buddy.
Yeah, Noah. 17-16. I tell you what, buddy, after the Pittsburgh Pirates was up 9-0 in the first inning and losing 17-60, you probably have to rewrite your article about 10 times, brother.
Yeah, I was at that one in Denver. I had my story written by like the 4th inning, and then sure enough, I mean, because they were winning by 4 heading into the bottom of the 9th. Like, typically, I don't write a losing alternative story like just in case this happens, unless if it's like a 2-run game or less. And then it just happened out of nowhere. So, yeah, what a game, what a season this has been.
Yeah, it's been. I classified it before you came on the air as a roller coaster kind of season because here they go and they beat all these great teams, and then all of a sudden the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago White Sox and the Harrison State Prisons, they can't beat none of them people. You know what I mean? It seems like it's a big mess trying to beat the teams that they actually should beat, and then the ones that you don't expect them to beat, they win. So it's but there's still some more baseball left here. There's at least 2 months left. No, your thoughts on where you think this season will go from here?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're in last place. These games don't matter. They need to get better for 2026. So a winning final 2 months of the season, what does that mean? It means they get good production from their young hitters. If guys like Spencer Horwitz and Nick Gonzalez finish the year strong, if Bubba Chandler ever gets up here and looks good, if Braxton Ashcraft and Mike Burrows continue to go well on the mound, all of their younger guys who are going to be back here next year, they need to show why they deserve to be back, because I think they're going to have a much different looking roster in 2026, and we need to figure out who's going to be a part of it.
All right, Pensman, you have any more questions for Noah?
No, I'm a Yankees and Pirates fan, just to let you know, Noah, because this is the first time. And I'm glad that Bednar went there, but the Yankees were dominant in the AL East. Now they were 5.5 games back. So,
yeah,
my dream World Series is crumbling. My dream World Series is the Yankees and Pirates. That's my dream World Series, and that's crumbling.
I mean, yeah, that's never going to happen.
And
not this year.
I'm just glad the Pirates are getting out of the Moneyball situation. If you see Moneyball, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm actually quite surprised, Noah, that they kept Tommy Pham around this long. I actually thought he was going to be a goner. And a few other guys.
I mean, they kept 3 guys on expiring contracts, 4 if you include Kutch. So I don't know why they did that. Typically, you don't do that when you're in last place.
All right, Facebook, we have Carol Gladish watching, and on our emails here, RalphWilliams737@gmail.com mailbag. Ralph, I like your banner that says "Sell the Team." This is Craig from Beachview. He says, "I love that." I said, "Thank you, Craig." Craig also is a steady listener of our radio programs on our radio program version of the Sportscorner radio show on Saturday, every Saturday, 2 to 3 p.m. on 1250 a.m. The Answer 92.5. on the FM dial in Western Pennsylvania. And if you're across the country and around the world, like some others that listen in Alaska, Texas, North Carolina, Montana, we're also in Wyoming, Idaho. We have people that listen all across the country. Nebraska, Illinois. Oh my gosh, I can't even say anymore because Florida. We have an audience all across the country, and it's great. Pittsburghers that they used to live in Pittsburgh, like myself. I live here in Berlin, Maryland, but are still talking about Pittsburgh sports and Pittsburgh everything. But anyway, every single Saturday, 2 to 3 p.m., the Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Williams, Smokin' Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. And also, I want to thank 1250 The Answer, because in October, our contract runs out, or my contract runs out for both shows. But guess what? I just got word about a week or so ago that 1250 The Answer and I were going to sit down next month and work out a contract, and they want us back for another season, for another year. So I want to let everyone know that as well. And I want to thank AM 1250 The Answer and Salem Media for letting us do this on their radio station. Noah, is there any plans to fire Ben Cherington at the end of the year?
We'll see. I mean, I'm hearing conflicting reports. Like it could happen, or he could be retained. I just don't know who's going to take that job. You're going to inherit a new situation where you don't have a ton of money to spend, you don't have a great farm system to deal from, and you're not allowed to rebuild. So
anybody with a pulse, Noah. Anybody with a pulse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are they going to have open contracts like Philly did and end up with a Vince Papale? Are they going to have some kind of...
I don't think they're going to do that, no.
Everyone's throwing jokes about the Pirates these days, so, but anyway. All right, let's go to the comment section here. What do we have here? Do we have the usuals, Pensman? Can you tell me here? Or no, who do we have here?
Tiger Stripes Media.
Yeah, there we go. Brian Pettit from Tiger Stripes Media. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Brian. Thank you for being part of the program. Brian has He has a media channel called Tiger Stripes Media, where he talks about stuff with Clemson and what's going on in the Carolina sports scene. So don't forget to tune into him. Subscribe to his YouTube channel, and please follow him on Twitter X. And there's Pensman's banner right there. Don't forget to follow him on Twitter X and subscribe to his YouTube channel. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ralph Williams, RW Media. And also, please don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And I'm also on Facebook and also on the Kick platforms now. We're broadcasting live, and we're also on Huddle Sports Network. Sports Corner, the Saturday Sports Show, and the Wrestle Talk are all on Huddle Sports Network. So, and more to come, more outlets, a whole lot of things coming up real soon by the end of 2025. I'm working on a bunch of stuff here, trying to get some things together. And we're going to have some more guests on as we go along to the end of the year. I worked on trying to get a guest to talk about Penn State football. Was unsuccessful to get somebody on. But no, I want to thank you for being on the program. Smoking Jim, do you have any final questions? Go ahead.
Yeah, it looked like you forgot me again.
No,
hey, Noah, is there any truth to the rumor that the Pittsburgh Pirates is trying to lock up Paul Skeens to a new long-term contract?
I haven't heard anything on that front. I'm still looking to learn stuff about it, but I haven't heard anything on that front just yet.
All right. I have another question for you here, Noah, before you go real quick here. Is it true that about a year ago or so, they offered Skeens an extension and Jared Jones an extension, and both of them turned them down at that time? Is that correct?
I haven't heard that. No, I haven't heard that.
Well, I heard that kind of a rumor that they both turned down extended contracts. What's the status on Jared Jones? He's done for the year. Is that it with him?
Yeah, he'll be back in like April next year, April or May.
Okay. And what about Triola? Is he back up, or what's he doing?
Yeah, he's playing third base for them.
Okay. All right. So he's starting at third. Nick Gonzalez, I guess, is playing second or whatever he's doing, or shortstop or whatever.
Second.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I was just checking in to see.
Is O'Neal Cruz getting traded, or
no?
He's not getting his contract's good.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
Okay.
They were talking about trading him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least they didn't clean house all the way on that, so that's good news.
Yeah.
So All right. Thank you very much, Noah, for being part of the program. Noah Hiles, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Check out all his articles. He covers the Pittsburgh Pirates, who don't beat anybody. So anyway, all right. And Smoking Jim, any final thoughts for Noah before he heads out, Pensman?
I'm done.
No, great job, Noah, as usual, man. You're the best, brother.
Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Nice meeting you, Noah.
Nice meeting you.
All right. And all right, thank you, Noah. And that was Noah Hiles once again from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette here. Is this comment here by Cyberuski okay to read, Pensman? Because I'm, having issues with my eyes again today.
Just let go. But you could get Tiger Stripes. He just said great show.
Oh, okay, good. All right, that's fine. So forget the. But
They
I want to thank Cyberuski and him for calling.
He just wants Smoking Jim to come on video. That's all.
Oh, well, you know what, Smoking Jim, where he lives and where he's at, he can't get the internet to come on the air. Otherwise, he would.
Yeah, that's
so
all.
he's on the phone. He has an Obama phone, so the Obama phone works real good. So anyway, all right. And don't worry, Smoking Jim, I didn't forget about you. Your thoughts, we'll start with you, Smoking Jim, on Noah Hiles, what he had to say in the Pirates.
Oh, he's just the absolute best, man. This is a guy that puts the time in. I feel sorry for him because he loves the Pirates. He goes to every single game, whether it's home, on the road. He writes some great articles, and I tell you what, man, he's right there. If there's a rumor that is true, he would know about it. And I've been hearing that the Pirates is trying to lock up Paul Skeens. I didn't believe that, and he hasn't heard anything about it, and I think he would have if it was true.
Yeah, absolutely. But I did hear a story like that. It was out there, and that said that they offered both of them extended contracts, and both of them turned it down. They may try to do Skeens again. I don't know. If I'm Paul Skeens, I'm a little disgusted about what's going on around here, but he's made a few statements, and we'll see what goes on with him. as we move along to the end of the season. Okay, we're going to get ready to wrap things up here shortly. Get ready for Wrestle Talk coming up at 5:00. We have a big show today. We're talking about SummerSlam, AEW, and a great match coming up at TNA Slammiversary. Wait till you hear this match. You will want to pay for the pay-per-view money to watch just this match. Would want to make you pay for this as well. But anyway, all right, real quick here. Let's talk Penn State real quick. Pensman, go ahead. Do you have any thoughts about Penn State?
Like Michigan, I said on Saturday morning, depends how Penn State does. Drew Aller is supposed to be a top 10 quarterback in the draft. We'll see what happens. What's up, D-Lo? How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, there's D-Lo's. Thank you.
But we'll see how Penn State does in the conference. They had no, Nightbot's not here. But no, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they recover from the Notre Dame playoff. So we'll see what happens there. So Penn State's always good. James Franklin's always good to coach, even though he can't win the big games. But we'll see what happens this year. It's gonna be fun. Everybody in Penn State area is hyped up and ready to go. And Happy Valley.
Oh, so it won't be Unhappy Valley this year, right?
We'll see. We'll see.
Exactly. All right, Smoking Jim, your thoughts, Penn State football this year?
Well, like Pensman said, everybody's talking about the quarterback, but their bread and butter is going to be those two running backs they got. They got a 1-2 punch at running back, two of the finest running backs in the whole country. So this could be, a memorable year for Penn State. They're talented enough to win it all. So we're going to keep a close eye on Penn State to represent the state of Pennsylvania here in college football.
All right. I want to thank Pensman Sports for joining us special today. He'll be joining us coming up in a few moments for the Wrestle Talk show. I also want to thank Smoking Jim Frazier. Final thoughts, guys, before we wrap it up. We'll start with you, Pensman. Go ahead.
Well, tonight at 8:00, the Yankees and Rangers play, and then the Pirates play the San Francisco Giants tonight. We'll see if the Pirates can keep the winning streak alive, or are they going back to the roller coaster. It's going to be a fun end of the season. We'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, Smoking Jim, go ahead. Final thoughts, anything you want to add before we wrap it up?
Well, I'm like Pensman. I'm a big Yankees fan, and so good luck to Bednar. I'm not sure if he's going to be the closer or the seventh inning guy, but I tell you what, man, pitching is everything, and the Yankees sure got a good closer there.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be playing the Yankees are going to be playing an exhibition game against the Hackensack Bulls. That's coming up. So just want to
Ralph, go to Tiger Stripes Media comment real quick.
Okay, I will. Hold on a minute. Let me get it down here a little bit.
That's interesting.
All right. It says someone at ESPN this morning said that Penn should be coaching poll. The coaching poll. That Penn State should be number one in the coaches poll. That might not be a bad thought. I mean, Penn State's got a good football team.
Right.
Problem is with Penn State is that James Franklin, as Pensman mentioned, can't get over the hump. He just can't get over it. He's like he's like Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin can't get to the Super Bowl, and James Franklin can't get to the national championship. And it seems like he runs into an obstacle every single year, or he gets out coached or something like that. The one thing I will give him credit for is Terry Smith and Bob Pelko. He hired two guys who were once in WPIAL sports, and he gets all the good local recruits because of those two men right there, Terry Smith and Bob Pelka. Both of them are recruiting coordinators for Penn State, and Pitt needs to start getting involved in the WPIAL a little bit more. There's some great athletes there, and I don't understand what the problem is. I hear Narduzzi has a stuck-up attitude every time he goes to these games, and a lot of these coaches don't even want to talk to him. It's all in how you present yourself to these coaches. Okay, back when Wannstedt was the coach, he was very nice. He was like a salesman to the university, very nice with all the WPIAL athletes. Walt Harris, he was kind of like a Narduzzi, had a little bit of a stuck-up attitude. Erie, Erie Cathedral Prep and Erie and the other Erie school up there. Didn't even want to talk to Walt Harris at one point, and that's a big recruiting area up there. Those two Erie schools up there. So when you piss people off in Western Pennsylvania like that, you don't get the athletes that you should. That poses a problem, and Pitt should be ashamed of themselves because they're not out there getting all those athletes. Smoking Jim says that every time. All right. All right, we're going to wrap it up right now for Sports Corner. We'll be back next Tuesday, same time, same channel. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and also on the Bark Network, and also on the Huddle Sports Network as well. I got a little twisted there, couldn't get the words out. So we'll see what's going on with that. And coming up is Wrestle Talk, and we got a lot to talk about. So we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes.